Hey all, my name is Paul Borosky and I am the owner of Quality Business Plan. And what I want to do today is to show you all how to complete our business plan template questionnaire in less than 15 minutes. So what the heck does this mean and why am I doing a video about it? Well, some of my clients, what they want to do when they purchase one of my business plan templates is they want me to go ahead and fill it out for them, which I am absolutely delighted and beside myself excited to do that for my clients. However, I do need a little bit of assistance through the filling out of a questionnaire. So what I'm doing today is to show you all a video as to how to fill out my questionnaire in, well, less than 15 minutes. So with that said, let's go ahead and get the party started and move through this little tutorial real quick. All right, so when you go ahead and purchase one of my business plan templates, you do have the option to purchase me completing the template for you. In order to do that, you do need to download the questionnaire, which is on my website. I'll give you the link in just a little bit as to how you can go ahead and download the questionnaire. But you do need to download the questionnaire. There's no charge to download the questionnaire, but there is obviously a charge for me to complete the business plan template for you. But you can get this questionnaire at no charge at all. So to the left is the questionnaire that I provide y'all to fill out, and to the right is an example of where what information is included and why I include it there. All right, so let's go ahead and zip through this little demonstration real quick. So company name, pretty straightforward. What is the name of your company? In this particular instance, ABC Truck. The second one is the legal structure of your company. So what I mean by a legal structure of your company, is it a sole proprietor? Is it a corporation? Is it a partnership? Is it a limited liability company? For the most part, most of the businesses that I work with are going to be limited liability, and the second most popular is going to be sole proprietor. So all you're going to do is you're going to highlight the sole proprietor, or you can just delete all of the other ones, just get rid of them just like this, and boom, now I know it's a limited liability company. Next question, pretty straightforward. What is the city and state that you're going to be, what city and state are you located? So just give me the city and state. If you have your address, give me your address of your business location. The next question is going to be, what are some of the popular items that you sell, or what are some of the popular services that you provide? For example, for a food truck, you might sell hamburgers, hot dogs, and french fries. If you are a lawn care company, you might do, lawn cutting, or you might do tree trimming, or you might do, hedges. Whatever the three popular services or products that you're going to, that you provide, just put those right here. Next is going to be competitive advantages. What do you do better than, for this example, again, it's food trucks, but what do you do better than other organizations? You might have high quality training programs for your company. You might provide world-class services for your company. Whatever your one competitive advantage, whatever you do in your most humble of opinion better than everybody else, give me that piece of information right there. Next is going to be the hours of operation. Are you open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m.? And maybe it's going to be Monday through Saturday, Tuesday through Thursday. Whatever your hours of operation, just put it right there. For this right here, I put for a food truck, what is the size of your food truck? The questionnaire is going to be what is the size of your location. If it's a home office, just put home office right here. If it's a commercial space, if it's a retail store, then whatever your square footage is, put that information right here. Next question, question number 8, is the owner. Who are the owners? If it's just one owner, put the name of the owner. If there's 2 or 3 or 4 owners, then just go ahead and list the owners right here. For my business plan templates, for me to fill those out, I do limit it to 4 employees, or 4 positions rather. So whatever the positions are, whether a CEO, cook, cashier, just go ahead and make a list right here of what the positions are. If you have a manager, put a manager in there too. Next is going to be advertising. For the advertising, what are some of the advertising methods that you're going to be doing? And I do limit the advertising to a set scope, whether it be word of mouth, website, social media, signs on a truck or building, and then also community events. So whatever your 3 advertising choices are, make sure to list them right here. Next is going to be, how much funding do you need? A little bit of money. How much funding do you need? Equity means how much money are you coming out of pocket? If you're coming out of pocket with $25,000, then list it. If you and your 3 partners are going to be coming up with $75,000, well, that's equity financing, so it would be $75,000. If you're taking out a loan, make sure you give me the dollar amount here. And then if you want to total it up, great. If not, I can total it up myself. But just make sure these two numbers add to this number right here. Real quick, no, a breakdown of the startup cost is not included in my. So in my template that I give you, in the template that I complete for y'all, I do not include the startup breakdown. So if you say your startup costs are going to be $200,000, you can add that information later, and I do give you a Word document to fill that in, so you can knock yourself out. But I do not include that in the price of the service. 12 is going to be how many days. So we're getting into the financing aspect here. So what I'm doing right here from 12 on is I'm starting to build up your financial model or to customize your financial model. So these questions are important. And so what these means is how many days of the week will you work? Pretty straightforward. Or if you're going to be open Monday through Friday, then this could be 5. Monday through Saturday, it'll be 6. If it's going to be 7 days, just put 7. Next question is how many customers will you service on average a day? So if you're a food truck operator, I'm saying that we expect to service about 80 people that come up to our food truck on a daily basis. So that would be 80. So on average, how many customers are you going to be working with? If you're a subcontractor, you might say 6. You only work with about 6 clients a day, or you might work with 2 clients a day. How many clients you work with on a daily basis, make sure to do that. Now, maybe you're a pool contractor and you're installing pools. Well, you're not going to be working with just 1 customer a day. You might work with 2 customers on a week. So what you would do is instead of 80, you would put 2 customers a day, 2 customers a week. So you might be working with 2 customers a week instead of on a daily basis. If you're a trucker, it's going to be a little bit different. You might put 300 miles per day. So if you're a trucker, then instead of how many customers are you going to service on a daily basis, you're going to tell me how many miles you're going to drive on a daily basis. If you work with if you only work with less than 1 customer a day, then you're going to break it into a weekly basis for me. If you have trouble with this, not a problem, send me an email and I can go ahead and give you some clarification on this one. Average customer, what is average customer price? So if you're a pool contractor, your average customer price might be $20,000. If you're a truck driver, instead of the average price for a customer, what do you charge per mile? It might be $4, it might be $2, it might be $3. So you would go ahead and flip that this question around like that. If you're a retail store, a restaurant, or just most other organizations that deal with customers on a daily basis, it's going to be what is your average sales price. So if you're a retail store, for example, customer walks in, they pick up a candy bar, a soda, and a bag of chips. What is the average price that your customer is going to drop? In that example, it might be $7 or $8. So you would put $7 or $8. Variable cost, on average, what are your variable costs? A variable cost is any cost that you incur when you do your service. If you're a trucker, then when you're driving your truck, you're burning gas, you're wearing down, you got your wear and tear, so you're going to have your maintenance. You might have a driver that you pay per mile. Those would be variable costs for a trucking company. If you are a restaurant, your variable costs for a hamburger is going to be the meat, the bread, and your condiments that you're going to put on there. So for this example right here, if a customer spends $20 at our location, then it's going to cost us $8 in raw material, or it's going to cost us $8 to provide this service, or 40%. So if our customer drops $20, then our variable costs at about 40%. Next is going to be salary. This is one of my fun questions here. If I talk to 100 people in a week, I'm going to have 20 people say that they don't want to take a salary for the first year. We don't play that game. Every time that I do that, I put 0. 9 times out of 10, my customer is going to come back to me in a week or in a month, say, hey, Paul, you were right. I do need to take a salary, and I've got to update the information. For this particular scenario right here, for my templates, I don't update anything. There are no updates included in this. So for your salary, make sure you help yourself and put a salary in there for this example, $2,500. Next is going to be how many employees do you envision having in your organization? Do not include the owner in this, or owners. So for example, if you're going to have 1 employee, then put 1 employee. If you're not going to have any employees, it's going to be a 1-person gig, then put 0. What is the average rate of pay? So if you're going to have 2 employees, one's going to be $16 an hour, the other could be $14 an hour. Well, your average pay is going to be $15 an hour. Funding, again, this is the same question as we had up here, but just do me a favor and fill it in anyways, because this is the way I fill out the template, is I just go right in order and lickety-split. Next is going to be your utilities. These utilities are fixed costs, and also they're not changeable. So if you don't have rent, put 0. If you do have rent, put whatever the rent is. Utilities, whatever your utilities are going to be, office expenses, insurance, accounting, advertising, everything that does not fall into these fixed costs right here, total them up under other. I do not have room in the template to add line after line after line. These are fixed costs. They go into the profit and loss statement. So any other costs that are not included in these set examples would go right here under other. And then right here is going to be that if you're going to take out a loan, what do you expect the interest rate to be, and how long are you going to take out the loan for? So this example right here, we're thinking we're going to take out a $125,000 loan. It's going to be a loan of $175,000. So we're taking out a loan of $175,000. We anticipate our interest rate to be to 5%, and we're going to take it out for about 10 years. If you don't know the interest rate, just give me an estimate. If not, if any of this information is not given to me in this template, I will just grab numbers out of the air, or from my experience, I'll put them in here, and you can change them later if it's going to suit your needs. And then how long will your loan be for? Like I said, 10 years. So in less than 12 minutes, we were able to just walk through this handy-dandy little questionnaire. It's about 22 questions. It doesn't take you too long. You shouldn't have to put too much thought into it. And once you're done with it, your questionnaire, you send it back to me. I'll send you over a scope of work and an invoice for payment for my services to fill out your template. And after that, give me usually 1 business day, and you'll be off to the races with a completed business plan. In the business plan, you will be able to make the edits. You will be able to add information. It'll be in a Word document. You're going to have your Excel, your financial model with it as well, so you can make these changes as well if you like. All right, so hopefully this information was helpful. And if you are interested in purchasing one of my business plan templates, all you got to do is go to qualitybusinessplan.com/business plan templates. If you do want to go ahead and purchase my services to complete the template for you, just go to qualitybusinessplan.com, completed business plan template, and on that web page right there, you'll have the opportunity to go ahead and pay for. You'll be able to go ahead and download that questionnaire for free of charge, send it back to me, and then we'll go from there. All right, so hopefully this information was helpful, and as always, have a great day, and give me a thumbs up on YouTube if you like the video. Thank you.